IVM.
This is Storytellers and Story Sellers live on tape. You're listening to Vineet Kanabar on the IVM Podcast Network. On many occasions on this podcast, I have had conversations with people who are accomplished storytellers, people who I have looked up to in terms of their skill, their craft, their passion, and I am very excited to have someone like that on this episode today. Please give a storyteller's welcome to Prashant Raj, creator of Alma Matters, most recently on Netflix, and someone that I call BTech in entertainment, someone who's just like me and someone with an engineering background, but now has found his calling in the business of storytelling. Prashant, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, Vineet. Thank you. It's wonderful to be here.
We've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I think finally we've found time on an August Sunday afternoon to do this. Also joining me on this episode is my wife and one half of the creators behind Apocalyptic, post-apocalyptic podcast. Also, generally talented person, Nama Kumar. Nama and Prashant were colleagues at one point, and I thought since we were going to talk about entertainment and Alma Matters and Prashant's work, it would be wonderful to have Nama join in and give us an outsider's perspective. Hi, Nama.
Hi, I'm Nama and I'm not an engineer.
And that's why you're on this episode.
Hi, Prashant.
Hi, Nama.
So yeah, just for background, Prashant and I worked together for a very short while, but we've been friends ever since. And I think when I think of storytellers and story sellers and storytellers in my life, story sellers and storytellers in my life.
Other way around, but it's okay. We'll live.
Well, I mean, my podcast name is complicated enough. So anyway, when I think about a storyteller in my life, I think about someone like Prashant who really has a knack for storytelling. And I can't wait for this episode. I am very excited to have this conversation.
Awesome. So to get this said conversation on the road, Prashant, before we talk about Alma Matters and everything else, can you just introduce yourself to my listeners? I mean, I'm not even going to try and attempt that. So just give us a quick introduction of Prashant Raj before we start talking about Alma Matters.
Hi, everyone. I'm Prashant Raj, and I was born and brought up in Ranchi, Lohni's Ranchi. Then from there, I went to Kharagpur. There, so engineering then really taught me. I learned there what I didn't want to do in life. So media since then has been an escape route for me. I still am trying to figure out what to do with my life. But in terms of a career, I started in media, in business side of things, which is strategy and business operations, business development, stuff like that. Did some consulting for a while, then moved on finally into the creative side of things with TVF and was there for a couple of years. Then again, dabbled into multiple stuff. Places like say Array, and then finally launched my own company in 2016, and which is called Dopamine Media and Entertainment. I run Dopamine with my sister, who's a writer, who's a very accomplished writer and used to be a journalist. And so yes, the two of us run it. She is mostly the driver behind it, and I need to just make sure that I caught up with her. And that is how we run the company. And our primary purpose is to tell stories that we believe in. And as creators, we believe that we have 5 to 10 stories within us. Our target is to tell those 10 stories in the next 10 years, perhaps. And that would be wonderful.
What a wonderful introduction. I mean, I'm glad I didn't attempt that. Thank you so much for that. I'm not going to get into the story behind Dopamine, at least not right now. We may be a little bit down our conversation.
It's an interesting story, though. I will get into it.
I will come back right to it. Or actually, let's do that right away. What's the story behind Dopamine? I know you are called Dopa by some people, but tell us.
Yeah, a lot of people. So everybody from my campus or who's been associated with IIT in any way, they call me Dopa because when I joined IIT, it was a name that stuck. It was a name that stuck primarily because I had a lot of jokes to share. And it was 99 that I joined IIT.
Right.
And we made friends through sharing jokes. Right. So I had this huge repository of jokes that I shared. And not all of them were purely vegetarian in taste. So obviously the name stuck. However, people assume different things about the name because Dopa, the etymology of Dopa can go in either direction, right?
Right.
So one fine day when I was at home and a friend of mine called and my sister picked up and he asked, "Are Dopa hai kya?" She said, "Kaun?" She said, "Are Prashant." I spoke to my friend, then my sister called me in for an intervention and said, "Tumko Dopa kyun bulate? So, tum dope marte ho kya?" That was my first year and I didn't even know what dope was. But thankfully, so that was the time that I was visiting home. We used to, I used to visit home every couple of months. किसी weekend पे रांची चले गए, was 1 night away. तो उस रात, I used to read India Today quite regularly. And I had bought an India Today in the station for my journey. And I read about addiction. And so the cover story was an addiction. And I had learned about this term called dopamine.
Right.
I read about dopamine for the first time in that India Today article. And it was the very next day that my sister asked me about the etymology of dopa. So I told her कि देखो यार हम हमेशा happy रहते हैं. And when you're happy, हमारे ब्रेन में एक न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर सीक्रेट होता है जिसका नाम है डोपामाइन और मेरा डिपार्टमेंट माइनिंग है तो और हैप्पी रहते हैं इसलिए डोपामाइन इसलिए ये नाम पड़ा है एंड शी बिलीव्ड इट शी सेड अरे ऐसे टेक्नो नाम पढ़ते होंगे आईआईटी में सो शी कंप्लीटली बिलीव्ड इट एंड यस एंड द नेम स्टक सो
मतलब स्टोरी टेलिंग just starts at home. That is what I'm getting out of this story. कि आपने मतलब कहीं पे एक फंडा मिला, नाम मिला और अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली कहानी बताने की और आपने बता दी कहानी. और
हाँ ऑफ कोर्स हमारी पॉलिसी रही है हमेशा से मतलब कि आपको सच चाहिए कि मजा. So anything for a good story, right? और
बिल्कुल. Speaking of good stories, both Nama and I spent last evening watching all 3 episodes of Alma Matters, and I must congratulate you on putting together something that at least I haven't seen done with the seriousness and the scale with which you have done it right now. I think colleges are either subjects of promotional videos or sometimes are shoot backdrop locations in fiction stories, but the way that you have presented KGP as an experience, there's no parallel. I haven't seen it done any other way. And there's a lot of things that stood out from it that I want to talk to you about, and I want to get the creator's notes, if you will, on this, right? And again, I related to a lot of it because I spent a lot of time in engineering college, formative years, Sukh Dukh, college festival, CG, सारी चीजें ये बहुत hit home करती हैं. But I saw even Nama was deeply invested in how the story presented itself and the story progressed from a human perspective as well. So let me ask you this before we get into more detail: is how did you shoot this, first of all, right? What is the process of bringing this to life in an authentic manner जिसको देख के क्रिंज ना हो? मतलब जो एक मुझे ये चीज होती है कि नॉस्टैल्जिया बेस्ड जो चीजें होती हैं उस पे काफी क्रिंज घुस जाता है धीरे धीरे. You tend to yellow out the details, but yours was much starker, yet there was empathy in it, right? How did you decide to shoot it? What was the process like?
So if I would have done it individually, completely on my own, in terms of directing the entire series, I think there was this risk of that cringe that would have seeped in, because for me it was a walk down memory lane.
Right.
For me it was full blown nostalgia, and also I didn't understand when artists or when creators say that when you create something, it's a process of self-discovery. I didn't understand that. But this made me actually realize what they mean when they say that. Because it just, it goes back some, I think, so we started shooting in 2017, but the idea of Alma Matters actually goes back 11 years. In 2016, I was working with Anand Bazar Patrika Group. And they wanted to create a supplement on educational institutions. A supplement, so for any magazine, the supplement is what makes money for them. So this was more of a commercial supplement, and they said that they wanted to create the first one on IIT Kharagpur and put me on that project. So they had already tried selling that idea to the institution, and what they had done was they were selling the fact that business world or so let's talk about the magazine. I'll not take the name of the magazine, but this so let's see how we can structure that. But this magazine, basically the people from this magazine, they said they had sold the idea to they had gone to IIT to pitch the idea to IIT by saying that see, this is India's #1 magazine in its space, and it will do a feature on IIT Kharagpur. How cool is that? So you should perhaps pay us money for that. और IIT इनको लात मार के भगा दिया कि भाग जाओ यहाँ से. अपनी औकात समझो. These guys understood. So they said कि क्या तरीका है परमिशन मिलने का, ये करने का. And it was so funny when they showed me the communication that they had. So thankfully I had just graduated and I had a good network with, and I obviously understood the professors. So it was a completely different model that I took to them, wherein IIT would be benefiting. And so the model worked. We got permissions to connect with alumni primarily for advertising, right? And that went on to, and it was a random kind of a supplement. It talked about the projects happening at IIT and general stuff, what a business magazine could cover. But it still perhaps is the highest, so it broke all records of revenues in terms of revenues, and perhaps abhi tak nahi toota hoga wo record. Then I realized ki education, and the moment that got out, IIT Bombay said hamare upar bhi karo, Madras said hamare upar bhi karo, and it just so there was immediate interest. So what I realized was, here is a property, right? And everybody wants to know about campuses, and it seems the campuses want to tell their stories as well through some platform or the other. But this is not how these stories should be told. So either people learnt about campuses either through India Today rankings, जो हर साल आती थी, और उसके बाद फिर आप अपने कॉलेज का पोजीशन देख के और अपने बारे में अच्छा या बुरा फील करते थे, या फिर ये और उसके अलावा एक्चुअली कुछ नहीं था. उसके अलावा brochures थे. So then there were these college brochures.
Yeah, there wasn't the internet also इतना developed नहीं था. I think Pagal Guy was around when it thoda started to change a little bit. But उसके पहले तो it was only the India Today rankings that sort of mattered.
बस. And they didn't give a complete picture into a campus, right? So this idea was always stayed with me. So और multiple formats के through गया. पहले सोचा कि I will take 2 alums in campus and make them spend the day there, and through their eyes we'll see the campus. और उनके young days की बात करेंगे. So for example, हर्षा भोगले को ले गए, जो कि एक narrator है, और उसके साथ मनोहर पर्रिकर को ले गए. I thought this would be my first episode, where Harsha Bhogle takes Manohar Parrikar to campus, और वहां पे हम लोग campus shoot करेंगे और मस्त मजा आएगा. फिर हुआ कि नहीं, I think then there were too many moving parts. I mean the system इतना moving parts के साथ system चल नहीं सकता. Then I visited campus in 2017 June, और उस टाइम में काफी generally life में काफी low phase चल रहा था और magical था. It was like कैसे manna from heaven जिसको बोलते हैं. कुछ epiphanies हुई. And there was this youngster from National Law School who had accompanied me. There was this friend who's a lawyer, और उसका एक colleague था, और उसको अपने तरीके से, अब जब अपने नजरिए से campus घुमाया ना, and there were stories to be told और उसको चीजें, तो वो he was so fascinated that he kept visiting KGP campus thereafter. उसके बाद उसके ऑफिस में जब मौका मिलता था, they were working with the campus on something, वो वहाँ visit करता था. So and I also went to my room. So this was June. June में campus में छुट्टियां होती हैं. So there are no students. And I was complaining about the fact कि अरे अब तो students यहाँ पे coffee day में जाते हैं और subway है campus में और बिस्लेरी पीते हैं. तो चीजें बदल गई. And then when I went to my room, the room was open, और उसमें 4 लड़के बैठे हुए थे और वो लोग 29 खेल रहे थे. तो लगा कि कुछ चीजें तो नहीं बदली हैं. Which means that it needs to be, so somehow, so वो 29 खेलना and spending time with those guys, actually it gave a direction to my resolve कि अब इसका कुछ करने का time है. And thankfully, there was a wonderful team that I had always known. There were two guys who had come to TVF for their internship, and they had set up a company called Camera and Shots. So there was this junior who had set up a company called Camera and Shots, और उसकी टीम में लोग थे, और ये लोग नॉन फिक्शन के स्पेस में कुछ कुछ कर रहे थे और कुछ करना चाहते थे. So it was the natural. And the way at Dopamine we want to work is, we are a lean company and we find the right partners to work on projects, also because of lack of resources. But we've realized that this is the right way to go. So even if there are resources, I think we would work with the correct partners and within our own limitations. So I had my limitations. I had a basic clarity in terms of the IP that I wanted to create, and I wanted to own the IP. That was clear, because this would be the first major. And these guys wanted to grow. They had created this film called Unreserved, right, जिसमें a bunch of guys had traveled across India in a general bogie. So which means they had the gumption and what it required, the perseverance required to shoot a non-fiction format. Yet I had no idea about documentary. Nobody in India knew about documentaries. Right. It was then that these guys showed me. I had heard about a lot of documentaries, but never, you don't prioritize your content time for documentaries, right? I had heard of a Zero Dreams of Sushi. These guys showed me that film, and then we realized कि ऐसी बनती है. So there were these two films, Zero Dreams of Sushi and Searching for Sugarman. वो देख के पता चला कि ये होती है डॉक्यूमेंट्री. उसके पहले तो NGC या वही नरेशन बेस्ड जो फिल्में होती हैं वो देख रखी थी. कोई आइडिया था नहीं कि कैसे बनती. So we now knew that we don't want to do. So we knew what we didn't want to do.
Right.
What we wanted to create, we didn't know. Feeling ऐसी आनी चाहिए. So we had seen some films and we realized कि ऐसी feeling आनी चाहिए देखने के बाद. But then we had no idea, and we had completely no idea what it would take. And that was a blessing in disguise. So at the first step, we thought कि campus का एक वो पकड़ लेते हैं, एक जो flagship cultural event होता है.
Right.
So which represents kind of the ethos or philosophy of the campus. And for Kharagpur, it was the illumination.
Right.
I spoke to the professors. It was important to have access. So thankfully, first round access हमें मिल गया, क्योंकि उनको लगा कि हाँ ये एक alumnus है, आके कुछ बनाना चाहता है. So first round access was easy for us, and then we went on campus and shot the entire illumination bit, which is the first half of the third episode, right? The first 1/3 of the third episode.
Right.
फिर तो वो अपने आप में अच्छा शूट हुआ था. Then we came back, and so the entire team is mostly IIT Kharagpur guys, and thankfully my co-director, so who brought a balance in nostalgia, was a 2017 dropout. उसको क्लैरिटी आ गई जून 2017 में, जब हम कैंपस में सोच रहे थे कि यहाँ पे कुछ बनाना है. वो कैंपस छोड़ के जा चुका था और बॉम्बे आ गया था और उसको फिल्में बनानी थी.
एक और बीटेक इन एंटरटेनमेंट.
और वो निकल के बाहर आया था. तीसरा इसका डीओपी था और इसका जो एग्जीक्यूटिव प्रोड्यूसर है वो भी बीटेक इन एंटरटेनमेंट है, वो भी खड़गपुर का ही. The owner of Camera and Shots, the guy who brought these guys together.
Right.
So because all these guys are 10 years my junior on an average, 10-12 years my junior from Kharagpur, and they belong to the filmmaking society there. So there's this technology, right, filmmaking and photography society in KGP. KGP में हर चीज के आगे टेक लगा देते हैं. So technology dance society, technology music society, technology dramatic society, technology market, वहाँ जो market है उसको भी tech market.
ऐसा क्यों? Generally मतलब culturally या कोई loophole है ऐसा?
Generally सबके नाम में technology लगा दिया तो लगा दिया. Technology students gymkhana and stuff like that. So तो वो लोग उस society के part थे. And this society took films really seriously. So they were very serious about that craft, and they were hardworking, sincere people. So the editor of Alma Matters is also from that society. उसी So we brought the footage और उसने हमारी बाट लगा दी. ये ऐसे शूट करते हैं क्या? और ये थोड़ी होता है. ये क्या चल रहा है, ये दूरदर्शन की डॉक्यूमेंट्री थोड़ी चल रही है. सो वी हैड द फुटेज ऑफ, सो वी हैड इंटरव्यूज. सो अपार्ट फ्रॉम द इलू बिट, the other stories that we wanted to cover, कि थोड़ा ये भी कर लेते हैं, थोड़ा वो भी कर लेते हैं, थोड़ा ये भी कर लेते हैं. So उसमें we had completely missed the brief. There was no brief as such, but completely missed it.
Right.
और उसके इलू के 2 दिन बाद ही ना हम लोग इलू के अगले दिन निकले और उसके अगले दिन एक सुसाइड हो गया कैंपस में. और वो जो था, फिर लगा कि यार यहाँ पे तो अब ऐसे तो नहीं हो सकता, इसको अब ऐसे छोड़ तो नहीं सकते. पूरा इसको देखना पड़ेगा कि चल क्या रहा है और क्यों ये हो रहा है. इट रियली, मतलब that was I think the inflection point in terms of how we wanted to. Limited resources थे, बहुत limited resources थे.
Right.
तो और external, अब जो है external funding हो नहीं सकती थी क्योंकि कुछ पता नहीं था. So I pulled, we decided कि ये करना है and just went all in. तब गए, actually तब भी सब लोग पूरा convinced नहीं थे कि whether we'll be able to pull it off or not. Then Patra, the co-director, Patra went to KGP on his own record. वो बोला मैं जा रहा हूँ और देखते हैं कि वहां क्या होता है, प्लेसमेंट्स तो मेरे को कवर करना ही करना. वहां पे वो पहुंचा और वहां पे एक फाइनल ईयर स्टूडेंट था जो कि इंटर्नशिप के लिए इधर आया हुआ था और वो कैमरा करता था. सो ही वाज द गवर्नर ऑफ द टेक फिल्म सोसाइटी देयर.
राइट.
और वो कैमरा करता था, तो इन्होंने बस कैमरा लिया. पात्रा वेंट देयर विद अ कैमरा एंड एकदम बेसिक इक्विपमेंट, रिकॉर्डिंग इक्विपमेंट. परमिशन हमने फिर लिए कि प्लेसमेंट में करना है और वो लोग बस चले गए वहां पे. द वंडरफुल बिट वाज पात्रा वाज अ ड्रॉप आउट. उसको चेहरे से लोग जानते थे. एंड छूटे, अभी नहीं छूटे, द गाय ही वाज देयर इन ऑन कैंपस, तो उसको भी लोग जानते थे.
राइट.
व्हिच मींस ये दोस्त लोग आके बात कर रहे हैं. एंड दीस गाइज जस्ट बम्प्ड इनटू अ सेट ऑफ गाइज जिसमें इसके एक को जानते थे, ये दोनों जानते थे. और ये लोग बस ब्रेक लेने के लिए, सो जहां कैंपस में, मेन कैंपस में जहां प्लेसमेंट हो रहा था, वहां से ब्रेक लेने के लिए ये लोग जहां पर चाय सुट्टा होता है वहां पे पहुंचे और वहां पे ये लोग बात कर रहे थे. इन्होंने कैमरा ऑन कर दिया और वहां से बात शुरू हो गई. तो जो शुरू में लड़का बोलता है कि बेसिकली लोग ट्रेंड फॉलो करने लगते हैं. सो दैट इज वेयर इट स्टार्टेड. और उसके बाद इनके पीछे पीछे वो उनके विंग चले गए और फिर बस होता गया वहां से.
Beautiful.
और एक बार जब वो हो गया और जब प्लेसमेंट की फुटेज आई तो हम लोग को लगा कि अब कुछ मतलब मैजिक क्रिएट हो सकता है. अब जो है इसको पूरा फुल सर्कल कंप्लीट कराएंगे. उसके बाद वी जस्ट केप्ट विजिटिंग कैंपस. जनवरी में गए, फेब में गए, फिर मार्च में गए, फिर अप्रैल, मई, एक राउंड और फिर नेक्स्ट ईयर जनवरी में. मतलब ओवर आई थिंक 18 मंथ्स हम लोग शूट करते रहे. कैंपस में मान लेते हैं 15 मंथ्स. एंड पैरेलली हम लोग बिस्वा को पकड़ के और बाकी एलम्स को पकड़ के एलुमनाई का पर्सपेक्टिव लेते जा रहे थे बाहर. सो एक टाइम तो ये भी था कि अरे यूएस जाके वहां के लोगों का भी कुछ लेंगे. जब देखा ना कि स्केल अब करना है, कुछ पागलपन होने लगा.
Let me ask you, एक चीज मैं आपसे पूछता हूँ before we go आगे. You've answered a lot of my questions. I wanted to ask you कि ये कास्टिंग की चॉइस कैसे की, बट दैट काइंड ऑफ फिगर्स, उसके बारे में बात करेंगे. When this entire process was happening, but did you at that time have an idea where this was going to play out? मतलब डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का कोई तब सेंस था या only the focus was just production at this point, getting it out?
अरे कुछ नहीं, the focus was the next step. अगला बॉल ठीक से खेलना.
Right.
It was only about surviving the next ball. अगर पता होता ना कि ऐसी लगने वाली है तो घुसे ही नहीं होते. इसीलिए तो ये एकदम कितनी ब्यूटीफुल चीज है. फियर ऑफ द अननोन बहुत ब्यूटीफुल चीज है ना.
बिल्कुल.
तो या फिर मतलब जनरली कुछ नहीं पता होता, इसलिए एकदम कोई आइडिया नहीं था हमें क्या करना है. वो मतलब ये क्लीशेड और लोग अब चिढ़ाने लगेंगे हमको इस बात पे, पर ये हर बार रिपीट करना जरूरी है कि फिक्शन में राइटर डायरेक्टर भगवान होता है और नॉन फिक्शन में भगवान राइटर डायरेक्टर होता है. तुमको बस अपना काम करते रहना होता है. सो वी हैड नो क्लू. वी शॉट 500 आवर्स ऑफ फुटेज. 500 घंटे में से 2 घंटे निकले हैं ना. हम लोग बस शूट करते चले गए कि इसको करते हैं, कहानियों को कवर करते रहते हैं. तो ये कास्टिंग का बहुत ब्यूटीफुल, मतलब एकदम मजेदार आंसर है. जब चावल पकता रहता है ना तो तुम 4 दाना निकाल के चेक कर लेते हो कि चावल पक गया है. अगर किसी भी 10 लोगों के ग्रुप को तुम खड़गपुर में उठा लिए होते हैं ना मोटा मोटी ऐसा कैरेक्टर्स मिल गए।
Right.
मेरे जो दोस्त लोग हैं जो इसमें हैं वो लोग नाराज होंगे कि ऐसे कैसे बोल दिया, हम लोग स्पेशल नहीं है
हम
क्या
स्पेशल है।
हाँ, बट तो वो लोग स्पेशल हैं, बट इट्स लाइक द वे वी ट्रीट केजीपी। जब खड़गपुर जाते थे तो लगता था कि सबको आईआईटी बॉम्बे और दिल्ली जाना होता था, पर बाद में बोल दो कि कौन सा, तो सब बोलेंगे कि अरे यार खड़गपुर और कुछ नहीं। तो वैसे ही अब बाद में इनको देख के, इनके साथ शूट करने के बाद अब ऑब्वियसली कि अरे तुम लोग के नहीं तो कौन, तुमसे ब्रिलियंट कोई नहीं हो सकता था। बट ये जो क्रिटिसिज्म भी आया है कि अरे इतने सॉर्टेड कैसे हैं और इतनी अच्छे से आर्टिकुलेट कर लेते, कैसे कर लेते हैं। अरे वो जगह वैसी है, उनमें से कहीं 5 लोग को तुम उठा लो रैंडम, उसमें से 2 ऐसे मिल जाएंगे जो इस तरह का फंडा देते रहेंगे।
तो काफी फंडे और काफी अच्छे फंडे। नॉट मैं जो पहले भी कह रहा था कि नेवर इट सीम्स कि ये बोलने के लिए बोली जा रही बात है, ये सोची हुई बात है जो यहाँ पे मतलब फाइनल वर्जन दिख रहा है आपको किसी के ख्याल, किसी के थॉट्स का। तो आई एम बिग फैन ऑफ द कास्ट ऑफ पीपल एंड हाउ दे रिप्रेजेंट द स्पेक्ट्रम ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग बॉयज। वो जो बिस्वा ने भी जो टैक्सोनॉमी दी, 2 टाइप के छगी होते हैं, सत्य एवरेज होती है, वो भी मतलब बैंग ऑन। काफी ट्रूथ्स हैं इंजीनियरिंग के, यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ्स आई थिंक, जो शायद जिसका आर्टिकुलेशन is KGP, but the universality is very, very clear. Let me ask you this, to just double click on for a second. How did you make the camera disappear? I know you said that it is just people who know each other, वो चेहरे से जानते हैं एक दूसरे को, तो साथ में बैठे हैं, and that is why it is so natural. But it almost feels like you're there, the viewer is there, right? Nama, did you feel that way as well?
I did actually. I think that was the most striking thing for me, because obviously I was going in being like, this is going to be brilliant, even though I'm not going to relate to it at all. But the fact that I was in the room while the cast of characters was talking, I constantly felt like I know this person. Right? Because I mean, by dint of being Indian, you know engineers. You don't just know one engineer, you know engineers. You know, like, even if you aren't an engineer yourself, you know, like a crop of them, and within that they fit certain archetypes. Even though you might not have been on campus, you can pretty much extrapolate like what archetype they fit, right? What I liked about these guys is, while they fit these archetypes of like these cool guys I would like to hang out with, at the same time they weren't that sort of unidimensional. They weren't playing a character or an interesting person, right? Especially like when that guy at the start says gussa hai aur gussa khud hi par hai, like that took me back to me at that age, even though my experience could not have been further from his, right? Or it takes me back to me right now in my, like, in those moments. And I think that that's what's so beautiful, is that this is not kids talking, this is people, right? This is people, and this is people who have just found their like personhood also talking to each other. So I thought it was really interesting, and also the way the friendship sort of played with each other. The reason it was so successful in 2 hours, the fact that there are these at least 6 characters, I went and I was like, who are these guys? What are they up to right now? I literally went on Instagram and looked at the tags and stuff, right? Like, oh, I hope some of them are up to some really cool stuff or whatever. But I think the reason that happened is because each scene I felt like I was in the room. Right now, I've been in these rooms also at like the IIT Bombay campus or whatever, where I've gone. So I know what they're set up like, but I felt that like that I was crammed in right from the sort of camera angle, which was top down in certain ways. I thought that was very like crafty, very beautifully done. And especially when it comes to, I think, documentary, that's very refreshing, specifically in India, where it's not sort of, it doesn't put the craft second. Right. So that I really enjoyed. I thought the colorscapes were beautiful. So just from an art perspective, also as a designer, I think it was a visual treat.
Yeah,
and that really played into the sort of endearment of the characters so quickly. Like their first 3 sentences, I was in. I was like, I want to know your story.
I think the most beautiful part of, I mean, what really stood out for me visually, like I said, like I was telling you as well, Prashant, it feels more of a documentary poem, like a documentary visual poem instead of a documentary per se, right? The fact that there is no narrator. I think that's an inspired choice to put it there, right? Because otherwise you're constantly forced to see it through someone's eyes. Just help us understand these choices. How did you guys decide to do all of this together?
Frankly, a lot of these choices are like the Chaggi choices, where since you're not able to achieve something or you don't have the resources to do that, so you create morality out of a disability. so a lot of these choices are like that. But the best part was it. So how did we get in the room,
Right.
right? And how is the camera so invisible? The answer to that is the time spent and the trust that we built. And it was natural because there was a sense. So even when I was there, although we were 15 years apart, these students and I, or Prateek, we spent a lot of time without the camera with these characters. We made sure that they get to know us as much as we know them. And plus, I was an alumnus, so it wasn't really tough for me to, hook them on to us. There were stories, there were innumerable stories to tell them. And they waited for us every day. So they wanted the camera to be there. It was a wonderful equation that we shared. And frankly, we recorded a lot. The moment we realized that these guys, the camera is just there. These guys aren't noticing the camera. We just kept the camera on. Some of the angles. So for example, you talked about the angles. If you have to stand in a room for say a couple of hours when people are doing stuff, the only option for the DOP is to just keep standing. Right. And that's Achute is a really tall guy. So in some cases, it's more out of, it's not designed. It naturally happened. And then post facto, when we realized that it is just, and this is how it is. So a lot of things we did think about a lot of shots. We have, a lot of shots are wonderfully captured and we've waited for those, have been planned. But otherwise, I think we made sure that we spent enough time because that was the only resource that we had in plenty, right? So we just, and it just, and ultimately it was also the lack. So, and then getting to this is basically how the characters, completely.
It certainly helps that in the engineering system, the super senior or the alumnus is the myth keeper anyway, right? You are where it comes from. आपके stories पे हम लोगों ने हमारी identity बनाई है, ऐसे type की situation होती है. I think that I'm sure certainly helped, and like you said, spending time and getting to know these people would have really given them the comfort that makes them look so natural on screen. I think that was just.
और जो conversations होते थे ना बहुत candid होते थे. So they had a perception of this alumnus. So for the fact that I was looking at or I was trying to find my past, या जो भी होगा, I was really candid with them, and so were they. So for example, उनके दिमाग में तो वो जब वहां पढ़ रहे हैं तो रोमांस होगा ना कि 15 साल बाद जो एलुमनस होता है वो इतना बड़ा आदमी होता है या ऐसा होना चाहिए. So for them to see me spending time in the hostel as I did 15 years back, it was refreshing for, I'm sure, and it was refreshing for them as refreshing it was for me. So, क्योंकि उन्होंने अभी तक जो एल्बम्स को देखा था वो प्लेसमेंट में आते हैं या वो एक माहौल लेके आते हैं, एक एटीट्यूड लेके आते हैं, उनको बाहर ले जाके दारू पिला देते हैं और फिर पार्टी करा देते हैं, and there's a distance between these guys. It was the first time that both of us had experienced this sense of brotherhood, and me being in touch with or me having met a lot of people on my campus over the years helped, and so इसलिए बहुत distance नहीं था.
Right.
और so that helped.
And about the narrator choice.
Narrator choice. Narrator में बहुत clear थे हम लोग that we have enough. So when we transcribed the interviews or the conversations and everything, we realized that most of the stuff is already being said by these guys. Narrator आते ही एक outsider's perspective दे देता है. Narrator कौन रहता? I would have casted myself as the narrator. अपना आराम से voice over दो, वो तो बहुत आसान होता है. लेकिन but वो unfair हो जाता है. या फिर किसी बाहर वाले को भी अगर मतलब if one of the characters would have been the narrator, then it would have been just one story. I mean, just one perspective. और सब चीज को फिर तुम एक colored eyes से देखने लगते हो. तो शायद फिर वो गुस्सा जो आता है ना, या वो feeling आती है जब वो कार्तिकेय बोलता है कि मुझे गुस्सा है और गुस्सा खुद ही पे है, वो feeling नहीं आएगी अगर एक narrator रहेगा. Why do you need somebody to handhold you unless the narrator offers you a perspective that is completely. So for example, Herzog बोल के एक filmmaker, तो हर्जोग की, और हम लोग की, हमारी औकात अभी हर्जोग की नहीं हुई है. मे बी 10 सीजन्स लेटर व्हेन वी हैव क्रिएटेड 10 सीजन्स ऑन डिफरेंट इंस्टीट्यूशंस, मे बी 11th में जाके और पीछे से एकदम तुम एक स्टड नरेटर्स व्यू दे सकते हो, जहां पे यू कैन कट आउट पीपल हु आर सो योर कैरेक्टर्स, बट देन वो फिर अगर नरेटर हो तो फिर उसके जैसा हो.
Right.
ये मैं समय हूँ वाला मोड नहीं चलता है.
बिल्कुल.
That's so 90s. So
I
and
loved it. I loved it without the narrator. I thought that was an inspired choice to not have a narrator.
Especially the fact that I thought that, since you had people like Biswa, since you had people, and you, right, you have a natural voiceover voice also. Since you had those people available to you who could tell a story very compellingly, and you didn't make that choice, I thought that was very sophisticated, because me going into it knowing that you were involved, I was looking forward to hearing from you. But when I didn't hear from you, I heard the story even more clearly, right? Because I felt like,
हाँ, एक तो नरेटर का ये भी प्रॉब्लम है. नरेटर के लिए तो नरेटिव चाहिए होता है ना. नरेटिव कहाँ है इसमें?
राइट.
मतलब इट्स अ कलेक्शन ऑफ चैप्टर्स, इट्स अ कलेक्शन ऑफ एक्सपीरियंसेस, और मोटा मोटी मतलब इट्स अ ग्लिम्प्स,
एंथोलॉजी ऑफ केजीपी लाइव्स.
हाँ, एक तरह से वो मान लिया जाए, मतलब जिसमें एक बहुत लूज कनेक्शन है आपस में.
राइट.
तो तुम जब नैरेटिव ही नहीं है, नैरेटिव तो आपको बिल्ड करना है देख लेने के बाद. दिस इज व्हाट वी एक्सपीरियंस्ड. मोटा मोटी जो थीम्स हम लोग को दिखी, वो हम लोग थीम्स कैप्चर करके वो प्रेजेंट कर दिए. उसके बाद फिर नैरेटिव आपके ऊपर है.
Who was your favorite guy on screen out of the?
अरे ये सवाल मत पूछो. सबको हम अलग अलग से बोलते हैं, तुम मेरा फेवरेट हो, बट ये सवाल मत पूछो.
Mine was the mech guy who gets placed at Bajaj core में, जिसको जॉब मिलता है.
yeah,
Gokul is phenomenal. In fact, if I call Gokul my favorite guy, then nobody will complain as well. So
it came through, yeah. Really sort of refreshing, just happiness to him, which really, I mean, that's the thing about youth, right? That's the thing about, like, because when I was watching it, the first thing I kept thinking, like, in the back of my mind, मुझे जैसे एग्जाम का स्ट्रेस होता है ना, मुझे वो होने लगा कि यार ये सब कैसे कर रहे हैं, कि इतना they only have 24 hours in a day, they're sleeping for 4 hours. I was stressed for them, right? And in that sort of environment, to see this one person with a constant smile on their face, that reminded me that no, when you're younger, तुम कुछ भी कर लेते हो. Right? And that, like, I'm not that old, but even for me, it was like, oh, youth, so I can imagine how nostalgic it must be for people who've actually been in that situation.
वो कंटेंट के पर्सपेक्टिव से आई थिंक आदर्श ब्रिलियंट है ना. मतलब उसने इतना कंटेंट दिया हम लोगों को, इतना सारा कंटेंट दिया है कि अनइमेजिनेबल है. आदर्श मतलब वो लुक भी उसने मल्टीपल लुक्स दिए हैं, उसने सब दिया है. उसने अंग प्रदर्शन किया है. उसको जो चाहिए वो मिलेगा.
बिल्कुल.
उसने कुत्तों से प्यार किया है, उसने सब, मतलब
that was a really sweet part, like really the part with the dog. It was like that, just in and of itself was such a sweet little nugget, right? Like you just watch.
Yeah, तुमको पता है, they had created this thing for her, but she died. और वो जो उसमें किया हुआ है ना, मतलब जो लोग बात कर रहे हैं कि इसके लिए चलने का कुछ ये बना देते हैं, तो वो पूरी पैरालाइज थी. और उसके बाद देखें, और उन्होंने बनाया फिर उसके बाद ये वो बहुत सही. सो वी हैड अ डिफरेंट स्टोरी ऑफ जेनी एंड हर किड्स, जो कि है हमारे पास, क्योंकि जब हम लोग गए थे वहां पर, तो जेनी तब प्रेग्नेंट थी जब प्लेसमेंट के टाइम पे. और प्लेसमेंट के टाइम पे ही बीच में एक शुभम जो है, सांखुले या शुभम, इन दोनों में से किसी ने अपना रूम पूरा खाली कर दिया. और फिर वो गूगल पे सर्च कर रहे थे कि कैसे, अगर जब बच्चे होते हैं तो क्या करना होता है, और उसमें पढ़ा उन्होंने कि छोड़ देना होता है. उसके बाद फिर वो सारे वो जो गणेश और वो जितने कैरेक्टर्स थे ना, वो कैरेक्टर्स बड़े हुए हैं वहां पे. सो कोको उनमें से एक थी. और मतलब वो मस्त था. वो एक अलग, हमने वो भी सोचा था कि क्या इसको भी पैरेलली पकड़ सकते हैं, बट वो ज्यादा वो नहीं आ पाया. ऑब्वियसली when we get to the bits that you said ki stuff that you couldn't include in this. So
yeah, speaking of the stuff that you couldn't include, like it's not a hagiography of KGP कि oh वाह ये क्या जगह है. वो part भी है, definitely है, but there are critical looks at suicide. There's critical look at the placement scenario. There's a very critical look at the state of academia as well. But there are some parts which felt like weren't included as much in the narrative. I think all government institutions in India have a latent caste problem or a caste issue, if not a full-blown problem in places, right? I think in the main characters, in the set of main characters, there was enough representation that I felt that did come through. But how did you deal with these issues, right? How did you pick what to include, what to leave out? Because there's so many stories, so much diversity in those stories as well. But I'm sure that was a tough decision. Tell us a little bit more about that.
We were constrained by the format,
right?
The format and the approach to storytelling. Also, one has to realize that this is the story of an institution which has been there for 70 years and which will survive beyond any of us. So our job was to perhaps humanize the institution first.
Sure.
And this was the first attempt at it. Plus, we had our limitations in terms of, making a comment on the state of a lot of things. Right. So there are some things that we understand. There are some things that require more work, research in terms of understanding. There are things where we are not the best place to make a direct comment on what people are feeling. Caste is something that people have asked us about. Frankly, when we were shooting there, in the times that we spent there, caste didn't come across as a theme. It didn't. And this is what it was. It could be because of the people that we were with. It could be because of anything. We don't know. But honestly, it didn't come across as a theme as many of the other things did.
Sure.
It could be because of the timing. It could be anything. But it didn't come across as a theme. So there wasn't enough for us to, include it as a part of this entire year. But great that it starts a conversation, right? Before that, mainstream media, for example, there are people who are asking this question. Even in our research, caste didn't come across as a theme. We did a lot of research about the conversations that have happened in media. I haven't seen any, we didn't find any well-researched or at least a story, stories that would make sense about caste in IIT.
Right.
So if after watching this, people are talking about it, then I think it kind of achieves its purpose, right?
Sure.
So the good that a lot of things that we haven't covered and yet people have started talking about.
Absolutely. And that's not to take away from the things that you have covered. I think it's super important that there is a conversation about campus suicides and the fact that Indian institutes remain woefully inequipped to deal with it. It's not just a KGP problem. I've seen this happen at my college, at NIT Nagpur. I've seen it happen across other institutes as well. It's a persistent problem. IIT Bombay has had it for many years as well. So, and again, like you said, that it started a conversation around caste or the discussion around it should not take away from the fact that it does pick up issues and themes that may seem more relevant on campus from that perspective, right? I thought the part where the mining professor was talking about how he feels like his job is sort of sinking into irrelevance because everybody just wants to do data science now. That starts a conversation which is very important as well. I mean, again, because it's not as prevalent in mainstream coverage as caste, maybe it's something that we don't talk about as much. But again, these are very, very important themes that do get light of day and they do get screen time in the whole look. And again, I think it's a massive first for any series or any look or any video about our institutes in mainstream pop culture, at least, to be talking about.
And see, there is thought put behind, when we talk about chapters, we talk about chapters, right?
Right.
If we had the ability to, complete the conversation, we would have named them as courses.
Right.
These are just chapters. These give you an insight. At least these chapters give you food for thought. That is just one class.
Absolutely.
In that entire set of classes that you perhaps will need to do. So if something as a viewer, if something, if it touches you, the next step would be you searching about it, you reading about it,
right?
You talking about it more. That is the purpose of this entire thing. As I said, it was what we were trying to tell was limited by the format, and we had the job of keeping it engaging as well. So keeping all that in mind, I think these were choices that were obviously that we thought we had to take. So
and it's come out looking great. I think there's no two ways.
I wish we could have done more as far as the chapter 1:9 was concerned.
Right.
But it was so two limitations. We were a bunch of guys telling the story.
Right.
So which means it had to be from our POV. We had a lot of access to alumni. So I spoke to a 1968 graduate. Then my wife is an alumnus and other friends that I spoke to. It was consistent. What was surprising was that it was actually, in terms of the way guys approached, I mean, the way women were treated on campus in 60s was a bit better than it was in the 90s or early 2000s.
Right.
So, or maybe you tend to, it's also because of the fact that you tend to remember the better things and
sure.
History को आप nostalgia में वो भी हो सकता है. But since we were limited and we didn't have access to the girls' hostel or their entire stories, unless you spend a day, unless you spend significant time with your character, how will you tell the story? So which means we had to find the most inspiring story on campus.
Right.
Something that again would spark a conversation. For example, we got a message that there is this girl who this year wants to contest for the VP elections. If she does that, if she becomes a contestant, it will be the first time it will happen in 70 years. Right? That is something, right?
Absolutely.
And we wanted to, because यार ज़्यादा empathy दिखाने पे ना वो मतलब ज़्यादा empathy अगर लाओ तो especially when you're talking about females on campus, वो inauthentic लगने लगता है.
Right. थोड़ा go girl वाला situation में जाता है.
हाँ, क्या करेंगे, मतलब हम क्या दिखा सकते हैं? At least इसमें कुछ actionable दिखा रहे हैं and we have to use their voices. And at the same time, we also have to get sane voices from the senior students there. Somebody who, and people acknowledge the fact that that's what we saw. At least our characters acknowledge the fact, and it is something that hopefully again sparks a conversation.
Right.
People are talking about it. So that is one chapter that I wish we could have done more. But it's okay. This is not the first campus that we will be.
Of course, I think. What did you think about the 9:1 chapter? I thought it was very well placed, and the fact that, like you said, it wasn't overly empathetic. It was also sparse. It kind of represents the subject matter very authentically. What did you think about?
Yeah, I think that obviously, what you said with regard to access, like girls' hostels, you can't just barge in, you can't just get that story out. But the fact that it was there and the fact that it was presented authentically, that it wasn't, while you had boys weighing in on the subject and weighing in fairly articulately on the subject also, but the fact that you had, your Spandana who was talking and who you showed her journey, in that I felt like, okay, this has been touched upon, but it has also been touched upon in the way that a guy probably at IIT sees the woman's journey, right? The woman at IIT's journey. To that point, it was super authentic, because if I were, this is of course like lots of hypotheticals, but if I were a guy, I would, when I'm surrounded by lots of other men, I would see the woman character as either the ones who really overachieved, so then they sort of receive that sort of space or share of voice, or otherwise I see them as, if I am directly the oppressor, then I will be like, yeah, so either there are three roles for a male character to play, right? Either become the ally, which you have in there, or become the oppressor, which you've left out, which is a good choice, because nobody needs to hear that side of the story. वो हमको पता है, right? Or you have the men who are largely ambivalent, right? They might be complicit because of their ambivalence, but at the same time, that's the story you're following. So I do like that you included this, and you included it sensitively. Like at no point did I feel like I was being told something that I already know, because this is not a woman's story. This is a woman at IIT story. Secondly, of course, when you bring the sports angle in, that's also something that's interesting, right? As a girl who played sports herself, for me, like that was something that really spoke to me. At the same time, the fact that it didn't become, oh, and here is the women's section or the women's appeasement section, which can be a very easy trap to fall into, specifically when men are telling the story. That's what I like. Like, it seemed like this is an IITM rather than this is a woman we have selected to tell the story of, because we have to do some representation. So it did feel authentic in that, and I did very much like following that arc also. And I also like that it didn't, all the heavier themes you pick up on, right, whether it is death by suicide or the fact that the Indian middle class's obsession with upward mobility, right? Ki aapka interest doesn't matter, but aapko kaun sa course mil jata hai, that course matters. Or it is the treatment of women or the underrepresentation of women. The fact that you didn't make one chapter out of these things, and the fact that these were weaved into the larger story being told, I thought that was a very interesting choice, because that's what made it seem authentic. That's what made it seem like it was the right story to be telling, or the right way to be telling the story. So I really enjoyed that. Of course, I would love an entire season on women in IIT, because that's something that, as a woman, of course, really interests me.
Yeah.
But
there is
maybe,
enough scope for that.
Yeah, maybe season 3 or 4, which we look forward to.
And now there's 10% reservation for women in IIT.
Well, so that's
another
podcast episode.
Yeah, that's another episode in itself.
Let me ask you this, Prashant. It's something that I asked briefly at the beginning. Ab ban gaya, yeah, you're close to the final product. How did you go about the distribution question? And would love to understand that side of things, because that's something that's still not as well understood as compared to creation in India. So yeah, would love to know how you went about then putting this out.
So yeah, we had created the first cut of the product, and we created a really good trailer that we were happy with, that represented what the show was about. However, there was some resistance. So there was interest from multiple OTTs, but also resistance in terms of the, whether they wanted this kind of content, because they couldn't bracket this in any segment, right? So most of the OTTs were non-committal. Also, I realized that you cannot be the creator and seller yourself. So if you've created your piece of content, even if you're the best sales guy in the world, it is not a good idea to sell it yourself.
That's why this show is called Storytellers and Story Sellers. It's like separate skills.
Yeah, and it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. So I tried doing it on my own, then a couple of film festivals and stuff like that. But I was too emotionally attached to. So for example, you start even in a pitch meeting, when people start questioning your content or whatever, they have the right to question anything, right? They could question your content, they could question your intent, and one turns defensive, one takes it personally. And it isn't very healthy. So it was important for us to identify the right sales partners, but somehow we weren't able to, crack that code. Finally, so interestingly, we had almost decided to crowdfund the release of this entire thing. And you guys know that conversation, because I had come to you guys to discuss that. And there was enough merit in that. In fact, we had planned a really, really big crowdfunding campaign with alma maters meets happening across 9 cities, top cities of the world, and alums coming in, and we had some commitment. So the amount that we wanted to raise, we already had 25-30% commitment before launching the campaign. It was in place. It's just that the campaign was supposed to be launched on 19th of March 2020, 18th or 19th.
Right.
So, and we know what happened then. But things do work out as well.
Right.
A friend of mine had joined Shemaroo. Shemaroo is this traditional content creation and distribution company, a 70-year-old organization. And he had joined the team which did digital sales, which means Netflix also came under his purview. Close friend who believed in the content, who said, let me give it a shot. And this series was all about people taking leaps of faith. Right? So my friend Nikhil at Shemaru, he took this leap of faith and he just then he approached the Netflix guys. Thankfully, Netflix had just built an unscripted original team.
Right.
The unscripted team loved the trailer, and then so
the rest is history.
And then it wasn't really complicated there.
Right.
उसके बाद it was just cliched लोग कैसे बोलते हैं, crossing the T's and dotting the I's.
Right. So, but it was the trailer that you think had the most impact.
Trailer and a synopsis. So I'll share the synopsis with you guys.
Sure.
A friend of mine wrote a beautiful synopsis, and I think that clinched.
Right.
So it clearly explained what the show is about. So the trailer, and because we could very well articulate what we wanted to show. So
right. Wonderful. I think I'm going to take a left turn in our conversation from Alma Matters and talk about Prashant a little bit more. I mean, like I said, thoroughly enjoyed Alma Matters, but you're someone who has a creative voice that is very wide ranging. Even before I knew you as the guy behind Gangs of Social Media on TVF. There was the time you spent there. There's the time you spent at Array. There's so much that you've done in the past decade of entertainment in India. I want to just get started with your time at TVF, right? I think right when the internet was exploding, YouTube bus aa hi raha tha horizon pe, that is when TVF really took off, right? My time at TVF, I think, is best remembered for it being really a great place to learn a lot of very interesting new things in the Indian context that were happening. How was your experience? What were your top 3 learnings or top few learnings out of your time at TVF?
My time at TVF कि अगर अच्छा honest content हो तो वो चलेगा और वो लोग मतलब वो बिल्कुल चलेगा as long as authenticity हो और एक content. So content में authenticity, honesty और एक distinct identity.
Right.
ये तीनों होना बहुत important है. As अगर वो होगा तो वो चलेगा. This is in terms of storytelling and content. In terms of people, के talent बहुत overrated होता है. And it's basically the time that you spend doing, especially in the business of storytelling, in the business of media.
Right.
क्योंकि talent से 10% काम होता है, बाकी 90% pure grind होता है.
Right.
So even मतलब that includes not the storytelling, but also perhaps जब तुम accounts कर रहे हो. So वो बहुत important होता है to understand and respect what each and every person is doing in the project,
right,
or in any project that you do. So clearly जो और TVF में भी वही लोग, so there were same talent level पे बहुत सारे लोग थे जब TVF शुरू हो रहा था और जब लोगों ने join किया था. But clearly the ones who shone thereafter were the ones who spent time owning their craft.
Right.
And from day zero जैसे थे वो वैसे थे. दूसरा और तीसरा I think integrity बहुत जरूरी है. You have to be consistent with, so you also have to be, as a person you have to represent the content that you create. दोनों अलग चीजें नहीं हो सकती.
Right.
तो मतलब वो बहुत आसान वो, and that is actually the easier route to take. तो ये 1, 2, 3 और चौथा जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज थी कि मीडिया, ये जिस बिजनेस में हम लोग, ये इल्यूजन माया का बिजनेस है. सो यहाँ सक्सेस भी इल्यूजन है और फेलियर भी इल्यूजन.
ब्यूटीफुल.
सो इट इज ओके. मतलब तुम सबसे हिट कंटेंट बनाओगे और हफ्ते भर में लोग भूल जाएंगे, और उल्टे में भी वही हो. सो इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट टू रिमेम्बर दैट कि झाड़ पे मत चढ़िए, सक्सेस को सर पे मत चढ़ने दीजिए, और फेलियर होता है तो उसको बहुत सीरियसली लीजिए.
Words to live by. बिल्कुल. Let me ask you another thing related to not just TVF but just the way that content is, right? There is, जिस तरह से आपने कहा, content has to be authentic, honest, and identity, the identity bit, right? It's still very easy to reduce content now in जिस तरह से बन रहा है content, बहुत relevancy के bracket में content बनता है. It is most relevant and hence it is successful because most people see themselves in it, right? Sometimes I feel that there is a danger of losing any sort of political commentary, any sort of social commentary, which is something that I felt Alma Matters still managed to do very, very well. There was a very clear, it pointed to something. It wasn't, ये स्क्रीन पे है बस इसी को देखो और इसको देख के भूल जाओ आप. There's something to think about, there's something to create. Do you think it's important to bring that in the kind of content that you make, or are audiences looking at something else? I just want to get your sense on how political or how statement oriented content should be while being entertaining.
सर बिल्कुल होना चाहिए और वो काम है पर अपनी औकात में रह के होना चाहिए, राइट? बिकॉज आपका काम कहानियां बोलना है, आपका काम स्टोरीज बताना है. प्रॉब्लम तब होती है जब आप अपने लिमिटेशन से बाहर एक स्टेटमेंट देने की कोशिश करते रहते हैं और जिसमें फिर कहानी बैक सीख जाती है,
राइट?
तो वो गलत, वो आई होप आई डोंट कमिट दैट मिस्टेक प्राइमरली बिकॉज ऑफ द फैक्ट कि मेरी जानकारी कम है जनरली इश्यूज को लेकर, एंड दैट हेल्प्स मी रिमेन सेम. क्योंकि अगर हर चीज को लेकर दुनिया में जो भी चल रहा है उसको लेकर, सो आई एक्नॉलेज माय प्रिविलेज, आई एम ग्रेटफुल फॉर इट, but I don't feel guilty for that.
Sure.
That is my personal thing.
Sure.
I only comment, and I will continue to comment about it very subtly. I'll try to be as subtle as possible because I want to perhaps make my content, for the lack of a better word, aware people.
Right.
People who are smarter than me.
Right.
So I believe कि मुझे जो content बनाना है, मुझे validation किससे चाहिए? जो लोग मेरे से ज्यादा smart हैं उनसे ना. Which means I have to make my content for people who I believe are smarter than me. Which means I cannot browbeat about my political, ideas, inclinations or understanding. मुझे बस एक वो दे देना है उनको बस एक hint दे देना है. Just a tinge of it. ये बाकी कहानी कर देती है, बाकी characters कर देते हैं. Without a statement, your stories aren't complete.
Right.
वो तो होगा ही नहीं, मतलब अब कुछ ना कुछ आपको बताना ही होगा, बट वो अपने तरीके से बताना होगा. बहुत सारे मतलब आई एम मोर इंक्लाइंड टुवर्ड्स द ऋषिकेश मुखर्जी, बासु चैटर्जी वाला जो जोन होता है ना, जो बहुत लोड नहीं लेते,
राइट,
स्टेटमेंट देने को लेकर, जो अपने कहानी पे फोकस करते हैं, अपने आप स्टेटमेंट निकल आता है.
हास्य व्यंग,
और ऑब्वियसली
हास्य व्यंग में कहीं पे
नहीं, हास्य तो सबसे पहले तो लाफ्टर इज द बेस्ट वे ऑफ डीलिंग, ह्यूमर इज द बेस्ट वे ऑफ डीलिंग विद इट.
बिल्कुल.
बट ह्यूमर के अलावा भी एक सटलिटी होनी चाहिए.
Sure.
अपने आप आ जाएगा. All the stories that we have developed, they have an undercurrent of, so it's either they talk about identity, or they talk about this. These are fiction stories that I'm talking about.
Right.
The other concept. So there's a campus drama we have that talks about identity. That's purely about identity. Individual, which is regional identity intertwined with individual identity. Right. There is, so for example, the legal drama that we are working on, it talks about multiple things. Then there's a children's film that we are working on.
Right.
It talks about different kind of approaches to it. But I think वही जो, पर ये तो हर स्टोरी के लिए ट्रू है ना. कोई इंसान अपनी आइडेंटिटी ढूंढ रहा होता है और उसको कई सारी चीजों के बारे में उसके ओपिनियंस होते हैं और कुछ उसके जीवन में होता है, फिर वो ओपिनियंस या तो रीइंफोर्स होते हैं, नहीं तो बदलते हैं.
राइट, बिल्कुल.
तो वो ऑब्वियसली रहेंगे ही. बट आई डोंट सी माई सेल्फ परहैप्स मेकिंग एन आउट एंड आउट पॉलिटिकल स्टेटमेंट वाला फिल्म परहैप्स, या डॉक्यूमेंट्री परहैप्स, बिकॉज आई एम नॉट कंसिडर मी scared as a creator, not as somebody who's scared of expressing oneself. Right. As a creator, I think I won't be able to do justice.
Right.
In the sense that kind of
balance of statement and storytelling coming together in that.
Maybe if I have enough money, I will be willing to fund someone.
Right.
A creator who's really good at it, and I'll do that. But personally, mere limitations.
Sure. Prashant, to round off this wonderful conversation, and I know we're a bit over the time, but it's been terribly engrossing to stop. I want to get your notes on where you think we are with internet entertainment in India. What titles or what shows have you been excited by? Where do you hope this space goes in the next couple of years? Just your sort of category notes.
Category notes, interesting. So continuing also on the political bit or of the conversation, it's also a lot of things are limited by again the format.
Right.
Virality को लेके इतना load है ना हमारे में, और एक तो इतना short life है content का,
right.
इसलिए भी बहुत सारे statements नहीं दिए जा सकते या कर सकते लोग. But I think so. I think मेरा biggest perhaps understanding या एक instinct जो ये बोलता है वो ये है कि ये जो short form series वाला जमाना है ना, season based 5 episode 8 episode 10 episode, वो बदलने वाला है या उसको बदलना होगा, क्योंकि स्टोरी टेलिंग के लिहाज से भी और कमर्शियली भी वो बहुत वर्क नहीं करता. सो स्टोरी टेलिंग के लिहाज से इसलिए नहीं क्योंकि ये जो मीडियम है उसमें अगर लंबी कहानियां आपको बोलनी है तो यू हैव टू रूट फॉर द कैरेक्टर्स. अगर स्टेटमेंट करना है तो मतलब जब तक कैरेक्टर की जिंदगी में आप घुसेंगे नहीं और बहुत सारे उसके वो पैराडॉक्सेस देखेंगे नहीं उसके लाइफ के, तब तक वो बाकी जो चीजें बोल रहा है उसको आप सीरियसली कैसे लेंगे,
राइट.
और लाइफ में जो हो रहा है. सो not before long I think TV और अगर TV और irrelevant होता जाता है, so it's only a matter of time that we are going to see 300 episode series,
right.
But since लोगों की मतलब people have raised their now content has raised the bar, which means those series would be really Mad Men-ish उस तरह का कुछ आए तो मजा आए, जिसमें
right.
100 episode 150 episode देखो और सीजन बेस्ड नहीं, कमर्शियली भी सेंस बनाएगा क्योंकि वो एक दुनिया में बनी हुई सीरीज होगी,
right.
उसमें तो लोग कैरेक्टर्स पे फोकस करेंगे और एक बार में मतलब मार्जिन्स होंगे प्रोडक्शन हाउसेस के लिए, वो सारी चीजें होंगी. सो आई थिंक दैट इज वन एरिया दैट आई एम एक्साइटेड अबाउट एंड आई होप दैट हैपेंस. फैक्चुअल एंटरटेनमेंट इज अनदर एरिया. अब इसको डेफिनेशन मिल गया है डॉक्यूमेंट्री को. डॉक्यूमेंट्री के साथ एक बोरिंग होने का बैगेज और अजम्पशन एसोसिएटेड था पहले, अब शायद होपफुली वो बदलेगा और मतलब मे बी आल्मा विल डू इट्स बिट इन परहैप्स डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज एज अ फॉर्मेट गेनिंग सम ट्रैक्शन एंड स्पेस इन
फॉर श्योर.
दूसरा एंड आई थिंक तीसरा, वी आर बैडली मिसिंग अ गुड सिटकॉम.
फॉर श्योर.
बना ही नहीं तो अगर वो तो ये तीन चीजें आई थिंक हों तो
सिटकॉम और टॉक
होनी चाहिए.
एक मतलब इज्जत वाला टॉक शो, अच्छा टॉक शो.
हाँ यार, लेकिन मतलब वो तो दिल से, वो तो मैंने नहीं बोला कि मेरे दिल के कोने में खुद ही छुपा हुआ वो ये है कि एक टॉक शो बनाना है मजेदार.
बिल्कुल बनाना है टॉक शो, एकदम मतलब नॉट सैटरडे नाइट लाइव परफॉर्मेंस.
आई थिंक द लास्ट गुड टॉक शो दैट came out of India was फारूक शेख का जीना इसी का नाम.
बिल्कुल.
तो वैसे इमोशंस हम लोग असल में कंटेंट फॉर्मेट्स को देखने लगते हैं, हमारे यहाँ के इमोशंस को नहीं देखते. So as long as we articulate the emotions that we want the content to evoke, वो फॉर्मेट फिर सही पकड़ा जाएगा. हम लोग असल में दूसरे साइड से पकड़ते हैं उसको.
इस एपिसोड को क्लोज करने के पहले आपसे लास्ट सवाल. इट्स अ क्वेश्चन आई आस्क ऑलमोस्ट एवरीवन हु कम्स ऑन टू दिस शो एंड आई एम गोइंग टू आस्क इट टू यू एज वेल, Nama, because you're on this show as well. Entertainment recommendations for my listeners from Prashant Raj and Nama Kumar. Prashant, you first.
Entertainment recommendations.
Could be anything: book, movie, song, album, game, meme, जो भी.
Do listen to this. I'm plugging in my content as well, but it is a wonderful song. Second episode mein this is this Bengali song which my batchmates have created. It's Ektu Shabdhane. It's a beautiful song. I'll send you guys the translation, the meaning of that entire song. It has a strong political way to it. So if people research about it, if people try to find the meaning, that is one song that I would recommend. In terms of a series, I've just started watching this series on Sony Live, which is Justified, and it's stylish. And काफी दिन के बाद कुछ एक ऐसा मिला है जिसमें काफी स्टाइल है, फंक है, गोली वोली चलती है. So what's there not to like?
Awesome.
And books में last I read this really interesting book called Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. वो बहुत जरूरी है पढ़ना. जिंदगी में sleep का importance समझना बहुत जरूरी है, especially.
I'm getting this book right away. Most important thing in my life.
So एंड उसके बाद मेरा घर में इतना मजाक उड़ता है ना कि तुम मतलब, क्योंकि हम जनरली कभी भी और कहीं भी सो जाते हैं,
बिल्कुल।
तो वो किताब पढ़ते हुए देख but now there is a science to it, and why sleep is important. So I think हाँ ये 3 recommendations हैं.
Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. The song Ek Tu Shavdhane by this band called Panch Phuran. And Justified on Sony Live. Justified is this guy. Yes. Timothy something actor hai usme. Nama, your recommendations please.
See, the thing is that anybody who knows me knows that asking me for recommendations means you need to like have a separate episode.
No, 3.
But I think what I'm going to recommend is it's not a specific title, but a sort of collection of things. I do think that what I am very passionate about as a person is fiction podcasts, the audio medium, and what audio dramas, specifically internationally, are doing with the audio medium. And I do think that the audio medium is something that we need to be taking more seriously as storytellers also. I think that a lot of people don't yet, specifically in the subcontinent or whatever. So I do think that good places to start with audio dramas. Some recommendations I can throw at you are Greater Boston, which is a fantastic storytelling of an imagined world, but based very, very strongly in real world insights, right? It's a love story with a city, but you don't have to know anything about the city to know how you fall in love with the geography of a place and what that can mean for the political future of the place as well. So I think that's a beautiful character-led audio drama that everyone should listen to. Welcome to Night Vale. I think I'm blue in the face just recommending that and all of their associated podcasts with two people. So I think these are the 2 places I would start. There's lots from Welcome to Night Vale that I also hope that people will check out, because it really pushes the boundaries for the audio medium, right? Again, like you can tell stories that are happening in space sitting in your living room with one mic. Right. So I think that that's really brought a lot of great storytellers to the forefront and brought like an absurdism and a magical realism to storytelling that I think only audio can do, in the way that BBC's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy did. So I'm very excited about that. And I hope that more people will be excited about that, because then they can listen to my podcast.
What's your podcast called?
My podcast is called, and let me get this right, Apocalyptic, the podcast at the end of the world.
That's awesome. That's 3 recommendations, all audio dramas from Nama. Thank you guys for spending Sunday evening talking to me. Nama, it's not like you have a choice, but Prashant, thank you so much.
Vineet, maybe I could have some recommendations, 3 recommendations from you as well.
Oh, from me, 3 recommendations. First up, please go watch Alma Matters. If you have at any point interacted with an IITian or gone to engineering college in this country, you must watch it. I am not one for nostalgia at all, but it is, again, honestly, a very critical and very interesting look at college life in India, something that us as the middle class generation, as the emerging middle class generation, something that we need to come to terms with as well. We tend to glorify college in a very different way, but this does it in some stark reality. Second entertainment recommendation from me is a show that I've just finished watching called Servant on Apple TV. Season 2 just ended. It is a very dense show, very few characters, very dense, very different treatment to horror and psychological thriller. That's the second thing. And the third thing that you should watch is Gary Neville's conversation with Sir Alex Ferguson on YouTube. Please go and check it out. 2 Manchester United legends talking about working class football, and in a manner that is most important in these capitalist times. So yeah, that's 3 recommendations from me. And with that, we will bring this episode to a close. Thank you for staying on till the end of this conversation. I hope you all had fun. Prashant, thank you so much for making time. Thanks, Nama, for your most valuable outsider inputs on our conversation about life at IITs. This is Vineet Kanabar saying goodbye.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We'd like to thank the sponsors on the network this week, Siet and Cred. We really appreciate the support. It is what makes this possible. So it was a fun week on Cyrus Says. We had guests like Dolly Singh, we had Guneet Monga, we had Kamya Jani of Curry Tales, and Cock and Bull as we always did. Do check it out. I think you'll really enjoy that. On Paisa Vaisa, we crossed 300 episodes and Anupam was joined by Akhil Handa, the digital head of Bank of Baroda. All Things Policy discussed topics like the 100 years of China's Communist Party, the Facebook versus the Government of India case, and the evolution of Indian science. On the Wire Talk, Siddharth Bhatia was joined by Gautam Bhatia to discuss the Central Vista project and why it's attracting so much flack. Sadaf and Archit are back on the Non-Curry podcast, and this time they raise the temperatures as they discuss the beloved spice mirchi. On the Millennial Athlete, this week Tanvi and Shlok speak to Sarita Chauri, a visually impaired judoist. And finally, I want to ask you all to give a listen to the Triangle Offense. Anybody who has heard me talk on a podcast knows I can't shut up about basketball, and these guys know more about it than I do. So if you enjoy basketball, do check this out. Nishant and Monish do an excellent job with this show. I was one of their guests a few months ago, which is how I met them and tried to convince them to come onto the network, and they're finally here. So definitely do check this out. Show's available on all major podcasting platforms, but they also have a daily YouTube episode, which is available on the IVM Podcast channel. And with that, I hope to see you again next week.
We live in an age of disruption, of immense change in every aspect of work, life, and business. But is the old way of doing things truly dead? And are we ever going to stop saying the new normal? Join me, Varun Dugirala, on Advertising is Dead every Tuesday as I talk to entrepreneurs, leaders, creators, and change makers from across business, media, marketing, and beyond to dig a little deeper into how we got here, what we're doing now, and where we're headed. You can catch all the episodes of Advertising is Dead on the IVM Podcast website, app, or wherever you get your podcast from.